Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back. Today is literally the best day ever. Every day is the best day ever. It rained and now the sun's just come out, and the vibe, the energy is just absolutely beautiful. Like really zen. Today we're diving into a conversation that's long overdue. Let's dive into this spiritual awakening. This one's for keeps. So buckle up, my friends, because today we're about to disrupt everything you've been told. Let's go. So imagine this. You've got your game on point. You're looking good. Your confidence is sky high and your sexual appeal, well, let's just say it's hard to ignore. But here's the thing, your sexual game may be on point, but your spiritual hygiene is lacking. And that's why we need to have this talk. So in today's dating world, we're so focused on keeping up appearances, getting the likes, the swipes, and the hookups that we forget to clean up the energy we're putting out there. When we neglect our emotional and spiritual well-being, everything we attract and everything we get involved in reflects that. Let's start with the foundation of all of this, the system. I know we all hear the term the system thrown around a lot, but have you really stopped to think about what it means? We're talking about the societal structures that were built to keep us in line. Those unwritten rules, those expectations we all feel pressure to live by. But here's the thing, the system is a lie. We've been sold this idea that men are the dominant force in the world, their strength, their leadership, that their power is what controls everything. But if you take a step back and really think about it, you realize that without women, men are nothing, at least not in the way societies try to make them seem. We women give life, we nurture, we create, we hold power in ways that go beyond physical strength. But here's where it gets tricky. For centuries, the system has been strategically designed to make sure we don't realize our own power. They've pushed this narrative that women need to seek validation, that we need to be smaller, quieter, more obedient. But the moment we start stepping into our own power, the moment we start to recognize that we run the world, the system gets scared. But that's a hidden truth waiting to burst open. It's all about energy protection. The system feeds when we're distracted, pitting us against each other, dishing out drama, and convincing us we're less. And you're fueling it every time you bite. Just to highlight that this is not about gender wars, like what gender is better. We're all divinely blessed. But men do get caught too. They get cut off their own divine juice. Take, for example, the movie Doctor Sleep. I don't know if anyone has watched it, but it's actually a really good movie. You should definitely watch it. It's a bit scary, but you should definitely watch it. Anyway, going back to my episode. Ewan McGregor facing a cult stealing steam being energy from kids who shine. Fiction, yeah, but it's a mirror. The system exposed here siphons energy. Corporations, media, power players, draining our focus and our grind. The vulnerable gets hit the hardest. The hidden truth, you've got the wild card. You can step out at any time. You can reclaim your power and rewrite the game. You can switch off. You can take back your energy, and that begins with recognizing that you don't have to keep playing by the rules. You've always had the power. You've always had the power to make your own rules. You literally are the power. I got the power. Don't mind me. So, how do you play that wild card? Spiritual hygiene, baby. It's energy protection for your soul, like a reset for your spirit. You've got to shield it from the muck, the toxic vibes, the endless noise, and anything that's draining your light. Your energy is a fortress. Leave it open and junk storms in. Lock it down with spiritual hygiene and you call the shots. Be a selective snob. People, media, thoughts. Have you ever felt depleted or tanked after scrolling? That's energy theft. Quiet but real. In Dr. Sleep, the cult sucks steam energy from kids, which is brutal stuff, because hello, holy weird. Here, it's a little bit subtler, like a soul draining boss, a feed that hooks you, but the hit is exactly the same. And that is why spiritual hygiene is so crucial. It's not just about avoiding toxic people, though that's part of it. It's about being intentional. The more energy you absorb, the more it weighs down your spirit, the more you're disconnected from your true essence. But when you start to cleanse your energy, you start being mindful about who and what you allow into your space. You begin to feel the difference. You start to feel more aligned, more at peace, more connected to your true self. And that's when you start to reclaim your power. So, how do we practice spiritual hygiene? You ask. Here's your play. Ditch energy vampires, people, habits, all that nitty gritty. Ditch it. Kick it out. To the curb. Filter what you take in. It sticks. Move, meditate, journal. Shake off the grime and trust your gut. It is your spiritual compass. It is never wrong. And worst comes to worst, just go within. Because honestly, meditation just clears everything. Like, let this year be the year you reclaim your power and thrive in your destiny fearlessly. Because when you practice spiritual hygiene, you stop feeding the system that wants to keep you disconnected, keep you distracted, and then you start to see the truth that you are divine, that you are powerful, that you are worthy of peace. That's how you start to take back your magic, because you have always been a magical being. The systems just lied to you this whole time. Like, you are the magic, so stand in your magic. Now, let's get real about casual sex and soul ties. Yo, no judgment at all, because I've lived it all, from wild nights to adult industry days. Yes, you heard me correct, adult industry days. It's experience and I own it, but knowing the hidden truth now, I would have gutted my energy so tight, maybe even gone full nun mode. But life's a ride, life's full of experience, and we're all here to learn something, right? And sex isn't just physical, it's an energy trade. You're swapping life force, picking up their vibe, and soul ties. That's just a thread that lingers, like parts of them stick. I learnt hard hauling baggage from energy vampires, succubus types who drained my shine daily. I have always been a lighthouse, and they left me dark, dumping their gloom, and just feeling miserable. It's actually so fascinating. You could be so high vibrational, and then you date someone who's just so low vibrational, and somehow you just switch energies, and you become this low vibrational gunk and they become high vibrational. Like, what? Yo, you gotta preserve that energy, baby. You gotta preserve that energy. If you're off light, preserve that good light, because we stars out here. So going back to Dr. Sleep, Rose the hat sucking steam from kids, thriving while they fade. That's the deal. Hollow energy vampires stealing your light, strutting off, gassed up while you choke on their static. I felt it. Happy, then crushed. Thoughts, not mine. That's a trap. They project junk to keep you low. Like, I'm not here to say sex is bad. Like, it isn't bad. Ultimately, it's your choice, but just wake up to it. Question: who is in your space? Are they lifting you or leeching you? Because your sexual energy is sacred. Play it like a wild card. Play it like it's liquid gold. Play it like it's an investment, a 401k investment. Because casual can leave you empty if the vibe's off. Protect it and share it with someone who matches your light. That's energy protection for your soul. So, how do we beat the system? Well, you gotta preserve your energy, baby girl. Every no to drama, energy vampires, or the system is you playing your wild card to reclaim your power. In Doctor Sleep, Dan fights to save Abra, preserving her light against the takers. That's us too. Ask, where's my energy going? Is it building me or is it bleeding me? Is it aligned with my higher self? Or am I giving it away to things that don't serve me? Preservation's your move, your time, your crew, your focus. Stop feeding the beast. Preserving your energy means making conscious choices about how you show up in the world. It means being intentional with your time, your relationships, and your focus. When you stop letting the system control your energy, when you stop feeding the distractions, you start to realize just how powerful you truly are. And when you preserve your energy, you start to create a new world, a world where you no longer need to feed the system, but instead you become the change. So here's a challenge for you. Start protecting your energy, start practicing spiritual hygiene every single day. Ask yourself, is this lifting me high or is this keeping me small? When it comes to your sexual energy, remember this, it's sacred, protect it. Be mindful of who you share it with. When you stop feeding the system and start reclaiming your energy, you're not just changing your own life, you're contributing to a collective awakening. You're breaking free from the chains that have kept us all distracted, disempowered, and divided. Thanks for vibing with me, my beautiful souls. I hope this episode has sparked something within you, perhaps the desire to step into your true power, to protect your energy, to start seeing the system for what it truly is, a game that you don't have to play. Until next time, keep shining, keep awakening, keep questioning, and keep reclaiming your divine power. Much love, the voice of impact.